Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan Murray with Arm Designs again. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, if you like art stuff, drawings, product reviews, customizations, giveaways, you should check out the rest of my channel. I got some pretty cool stuff. So for today's video, I was sent some markers by a company called ParKoo. They sent me some alcohol-based markers, which I have a review video on those that I will leave in the description below, and I'll put a card up at the top here somewhere. But today I'm going to be doing a review on acrylic paint markers that they sent. They sent me a 20 set of these markers, and this is not a sponsored video or anything like that. They sent these to me and asked if I would do an honest review on my YouTube channel, so that's what I'm going to do here today. Okay, so for this video, I'm going to customize an old iPad that I have. Just something I had sitting around that I don't use anymore, so I thought it would be cool since I just did the Nintendo Switch. If you haven't seen that, I'll link that in the description below too, and leave a card up here. That was so much fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. So I guess to test out these paint markers, I'm going to do it on my old iPad. So we will see how this goes. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I will tell you guys what I think about these markers. And if you guys like this video, like it, leave me a comment. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell. It'll let you know when I post something new. Thanks guys. Here we go. All right, let's get these unboxed. Okay, these markers that ParKoo sent me are acrylic paint pens, water-based, permanent, waterproof, and sunproof. It says that they work on multiple surfaces, so in this video, like I said, I'm going to be customizing an iPad, but I'm also going to try some other surfaces so that you guys can see what they look like on those as well. It says it works on paper, rocks, mugs, canvas, glass, ceramics, plastic, fabric, wood, and metal. So we'll get, I'll try to get most of those so that we can see how they look on everything for you guys. Just like any other paint marker, if you've used it, you need to shake it really well, and then you'll have to pump the pen to get the paint to come out, which I'll show you here soon. And these are a fine tip. Well, let's open them up and see what's inside. We've got 20 colors. Looks like we've got a gold and a silver here too, which is pretty cool. All right. So they are wrapped up in plastic like most paint markers are. And it says that it does have a somewhat clear casing so that you can actually see the ink inside of it. Ink, I guess, the paint, so you can see how much you have left. They're tiny. They look like more like a pen than they do a paint marker, which is kind of nice because I like to use colored pencils. So directions here to show you how to get them started. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it just says twist, plastic comes off. All right, we've got the plastic off now. Just shake it up. Got a scrap piece of paper here so we can get it activated. So you just got to pump this. If you've never used paint markers before, it does take a long time to get them activated. There we go. We've got this blue activated. Tip is pretty small, which is great. Good for detail. All right, I'm going to change this into a time lapse and go ahead and unpackage all of the markers and get all of them activated so that when it comes time to test them, I don't have to worry about that. Here we go. Alright, now that I'm done and I can barely feel my arm, let's get on to the rest of it. Alright, we're all done with the color swatch, and if you saw my last video, my color swatch was absolutely horrible, so I felt like I had to step up my game a little bit for you guys, so let me know what you think.
Shake, 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 shake. Pop. I'm almost done customizing the iPad, but don't forget to stick around until the end to see me use these markers on other materials, as well as my review on these markers. Alright, well this is the best I could come up with for other materials around the house. We've got a wooden stir stick here, a plastic lid to my fish food, and a metal 9/16 wrench, and a ceramic tile. The paint went on the wood really well. It did bleed some into the grain, but I think that's normal. Onto the plastic. These worked perfect on the plastic. Let's try the tile now. Just like the plastic, they worked really well on the tile. Let's try the metal. And the coverage on the metal was just as good. Alright, so before we wrap up this video, let me know if you guys liked some of the new editing that I did in this video. I downloaded a new app and thought I'd give it a shot. Thanks.
Alright, well if you made it this far, you know that the review's done. I finished customizing the iPad, so thanks for sticking around. And I want to thank ParKoo again for sending me these markers. I really appreciate it. And just a reminder, this is not a sponsored video. They just sent these to me and asked for my honest review. So I hope you guys liked what you saw. I would definitely recommend these paint markers. They're amazing. They went on super smooth and weren't splotchy. I did have to put a few more coats on with these than I would with another brand, which could have just been the surface I was using. So it's not really a fair comparison, but it does feel like they were a little more opaque than normal. So it did take a couple coats, which is paint. You expect to do that. So, but I love them. I'm going to keep these in my arsenal and I'm going to use them on other projects and just mix them in with my other paint markers because I definitely think this turned out really well. It's an old iPad, super old. I think maybe Gen 1. I'm not sure. No camera, so it's got to be one of the first ones. But I had this laying around and thought I would customize it. So I sanded it up, spray painted it, and used these markers. And you can see how bright the colors are. Super vibrant. And I put a clear coat on them, and it's really nice now. All right, so if I had to rate these on 1 to 10, just based off of other markers that I've used, so other paint markers I've used are the ParKoo Paint Pens, which I'm sure you've all heard of, and I also have the Acrylic Paint markers, which are really nice too. So just on my experiences, I would give them an 8 out of 10. I like them a lot, and I'll probably try some more of them too. I might try the bigger ones and see how the fatter nib does. Which did make it kind of difficult when I was trying to fill in just larger areas, but they were up for the challenge and they worked perfectly. So I'm pretty excited about the way it turned out, and I love the markers. So I will leave a link down below for these paint markers, and any other paint markers that they have, I'll leave a link down there too. And I just wanted to thank you guys again for watching this video. Thanks for making it to the end. If you did like what you saw, please go down and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. It really helps out the channel. It helps us grow. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just grow so I can keep making content for you guys and seeing what else we can put out. So thanks again for coming, and I'll see you next time.